For your punishment, they'll exile you from the Warwick?
From warmth. March me up the slopes of the Cloud Shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Initut.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
A clearing, just outside the Karja Outlanders camp. You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the Horn gives a call from my exile.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Initut. Fate is sharp today. They've already let him out to face his exile. Let's see who the cold claims first.
I need to go after Initut. But I should find some more evidence first. Trophies. Newer than the rest. Must have belonged to Ruas, so it was a Karja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse. Did they keep any clothes from their victims? This Karja gear's not warm, but if Initut's naked on a snowfield, he'll take what he gets. Okay, time to get moving. There. start. Kind of place you'd take someone if you wanted to lose them forever. I'm not getting up that frozen waterfall. Maybe along the sides? Now's my chance. Low and quiet does it. Chill almost feels like sunburn. Inatut? Inatut! Maybe he found shelter? I hope he found shelter. Behind the rock.
The Nora girl? Is it really you, or has the bone chill got through my skull?
I found the real killers. No one else has to die because of this. Take these.
A dead Karsh's close. Haven't I been beaten down enough? But I won't argue. I swear, thought I saw my ancestors. They said, we're surprised you ended up here.
Better hurry. Machines.
that was a fight.
Your trial's over. It was other Banuk who killed that man. Killed him because he was Karja.
You know why I took the first swing at him? He challenged the honor of the Banuk. The honor. That's what I thought.
Come on. Let's get you back.
Once I'm off the mountain, I'll find my own way. I need to think. It's not something I'm used to. Who knows what could happen?
I'll see you at town then. You'd better make it. All right?
I give my pledge.
So by Banuk law, if Inatut survives, he's forgiven. But I want to prove to his chieftain that he wasn't guilty in the first place. Just like in the cauldron. Winters. Coming at once.
How can we expect any shaman to fill the footprints Aurea left behind?
The hunting party said the rockbreaker burst from the ice just in front of them. They're lucky to be alive.
Some see the tall neck at the frost figures as some sort of spiritual sight. It's just a dead machine.
Some days it seems like the blue light has no hold on the world.
Initut told you the truth. This is the headdress stolen from the murdered man. You'll find more in a ravine north and west of here, along with the bodies of the killers.
The exile still served its purpose. He was guilty of our suspicion. Fate has fallen like snow, and should Initut return, he will be absolved.
You can't be serious.
He speaks for the Warwick, my Nora friend.
You look ridiculous. If you would return to my Wirac, you will behave as a Banuk does.
How does a Banuk behave, my chieftain? Like I did? Accepting a sentence for a crime he did not commit. Or those others who killed in cold blood for crimes that their Karja victims did not. I think what I wear will not make me more or less of a Banuk.
For his own sake, it would be wise for him to think less. Nora, friend.
I'll talk to him. But not for you.
I defied my chieftain's will, spurned my Warwick,
How are you feeling?
as if I'd been pounded in the guts. I could just keep walking, but when my anger has thawed, it will leave me with nothing. Where else would I go?
There's so much more out there, beyond your borders and laws. It won't be easy. But I know you can roll with the hits.
But without a Warwick? To be a Banuk alone, what would I be fighting for?
How about yourself, Initut? You just did it.
I am Initut, who fights for himself. There's a good echo to it, and so many unknown mountaintops to shout it from.
You can decide for yourself what it means to be a Banuk. It might not be what the chieftain and the shaman tell you.
I'm better with decisions like, do I start with the left or the right?
There's more to you than your fists, Initut. That's why I believed you.
It was my chieftain who taught me honesty. Said, a Banuk should not be treacherous when the ice is treacherous enough.
You survived exile. I bet that doesn't happen much.
I've only heard of it in legends.
You earned your place in the Warwick, Initut. Make them earn you back.
Of all my fights, this is the first time I beat death. I'll sit with my bruises for a time, then talk with her again. As for you, Nora girl, will you accept this gift? A little scrawny weighed against the great boon you gave me, but
I'm honored. Thank you, Initut.
Umnak in the pot? Can't be. He'd be older than the first song by now. The smart move is to stay away.
Huntress, we should thank you for finding the truth in this sorry mess. Your Banuk came to us to explain what happened. Wearing a long-dead Karja's garb, the priest thought he was having a religious vision.
I've brought back the stolen headdress, too. The inscription inside said it was a soldier's.
An heirloom, handed down to Ruas. His father gave his life to help liberate Meridian. He was no Red Raider.
What a waste.
Like I said, a sorry mess. Well, we'll be returning to the Sundom. May you also go in light.
The Sun King's grown too soft. Too much Oseram influence at the palace.
We've no time to host outsiders.
I'll give this to the Oseram. Whatever they do with passion.
There was an old Banuk tradition to determine who had the strongest
None of
will.
the southern tribes rival the
Some parts of Banor still use it.
but some are skilled.
You take a hot coal in your fist, and then hold it until you must plunge it into the snow. There were many warriors in those days with a strong will and a ruined hand. I should have dropped the coal. Do you understand?
I'm trying, my chieftain.
I hewed to tradition, even though I was certain you did not commit the crime. I was wrong. You should not have to fight for the Werak's honor without knowing that.
I've only heard my chieftain apologize once before, and that was to the old chieftain, on the end of her spear.
I think you got the better deal then. Well, I'd say look after yourself, but...
Careful doesn't come naturally to me, I know.
We should not pile his father's guilt onto the new Karja King's shoulders. These are different times. There have been hunting competitions at the Frost Figures for generations.
hunt gone sour is no one's fault but the hunters.
Oseram encampment.
There I was, atop the cloud sheer, the blizzard raining blows upon me. Back to back with the Nora warrior as the machines closed in, howling for blood. My hands were stiff as frozen branches. Still, I raised my spear and howled back.
Why can't Sakura just
Blood
leave things
pounding,
alone?
fire trails flashing before my eyes in
Your
the
song
white.
echoes, friend.
As metal closed around us, I struck out, chipped the
not that much
jaws
further than
of
a grave
death. Each hit blasted me like thunder. How many could I stand for myself and my ally?
Some say your tales are the stuff of campfires in a tut.
Who does? I'll fight them all.
It all happened pretty much like he said. I know. I was there.
And if she hadn't been, I'd be up there still. She did most of the work. It's true. I cheated an exile's fate, but I won't cheat you of your place in this tale. It's a slight tale compared to your own.
It's not the length of the tale that matters, Inatut. I'm glad to have been a part of yours.
Don't forget, the Mad Sun King's cruelty survives him. Even if we can trust Meridian.
The Oseram, with their ridiculous ideas.
The hunters have been a lot better.
We need to be somewhere else. Yeah! I can feel the ground softening up. That alarm will wake up the whole camp. And more besides.
You hear that?
I'm not here. Looks like I'm clear. I can't spare the weight. What have they taken prisoners for? Nothing good. You're coming with me. Let's get you out of there.
Beasts. It's like the Metal Devil is whispering to them, corrupting them.
Not too much already.
The bravest of us have gone to all Mother's events. What hope do the rest of us have?
We will fight the corruption till the last of us is fallen.